The weather is great. It's time for some baby back party ribs. Let's get to it. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is gorgeous weather time here in Colorado, and it is barbecue time. I figured what I wanted to do today is do some baby back party ribs. I have never tried that, never cut the ribs apart separately and cooked them, but I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. So what we did is we went to the Shamrock Food Supply Warehouse. This is where a lot of the restaurants get their accessories, as well as you can buy food. I went ahead and bought these there yesterday because I wanted to give them a try. There are 3 racks that came in here, came with the package. So let's go ahead and trim these up as needed. We don't want to do too much because this is going to be very quick. I'm going to leave the membrane on. We'll go ahead and trim some of this fat and excess. All right. Look for any shiners on the end here. We'll go to the next one. We don't want to make this too complicated. This is just backyard barbecue today. Nothing special other than trying something brand new. Okay, now that we have these trimmed out, what I want to do is separate all the bones. So turn them over so you can see the bones. All right, so now that I have all the ribs separated, it's time to put some Meat Church Honey Hog Barbecue on here. We'll go ahead and put this on. I find it's a little bit easier putting it in this limb container. This limb tub. Turn everything around, get the back side. You can also just throw them all in there and just try to mix them up, but I'm trying to do it a little bit evenly. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and finish seasoning everything. We'll let it all sit for about 15-20 minutes while I get the smoker ready. And then we'll be back. Okay, so I have the seasoning all on these ribs, and I'm gonna let them sit for about 15 or 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn on that smoker to 275, and once it's ready, we'll get everything on the grill. We'll see you in just a few. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and get these ribs on the RecTech. The RecTech is at 275. So we'll just go ahead and put these on here. And what we're gonna do is smoke these for about 90 minutes at 275. We'll check them, see if they're temped out around that 165 to 175 mark. And from that point, we will do the rest of the magic that's gonna turn these into sweet party ribs. What's nice about this too is you can get these done pretty quick. So if you have a big party and you don't want to spend 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours of cooking, you can prep these already the night before, get them on the grill. You can be done a little bit over 2 hours. So these 3 racks of ribs are definitely filling up the RecTech here. There we go. All right, let's shut that lid. So what I'm gonna do here, let this roll for about 90 minutes and we'll check back and see how everything is. All right, we'll see you in just a few. All right, so we're back. It is a little over 90 minutes. Just take a look. Look how nice these are. So at 166, just where I was expecting. So it's time to get these wrapped. All right, let's get these inside. All right, so we brought these inside real quick. These things look great. What we are gonna add, this is just 1 whole stick of butter. Remember, these are 3 racks of ribs. We're gonna add some brown sugar. And from here, we're gonna do some raw honey. Some sriracha honey. All right, the raspberry chipotle by Blue Hog. This is really good barbecue sauce, I like that. All we're doing is just covering everything. This is Tennessee Red. Kirsten and I discovered that if you mix the Tennessee Red and the chipotle, it tastes really good. All right. And this part right here, you can add anything else you want. Some people might put in some jalapeno stuff or whatever, but it's completely up to you. That's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna wrap it, put it back on for about another 30, 45 minutes, and we'll take a look at the temperature then, and it'll be ready to eat more than likely. Oh, we got a little hole right there, that'd be fine. Just go put it back on the grill. All right, let's put this on the grill. Nothing has changed temperature-wise, still 275 degrees. I'm gonna set the timer for about 35 minutes and we'll take a look and see where we're at, and I bet you we're about ready to eat then. All right, so we have finished. Total time was 2 hours and I think about 15 minutes. So that was 90 minutes uncovered, not in any sort of pan. And in the last 45 minutes covered. And these things are good. Let's open them up. Oh, look at these. So what we're looking for is where it's just super soft. See, look at that. If we temp them, they're at 190s. You can go a little higher if you wanted to, but these things are probe tender. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and give one of these a try. Pull one from the bottom here. Oh, there we go. These things are hot too. All right, so that's covered in that wonderful juice. All right, let's take a bite, see how this tastes. So these things are absolutely fantastic. These are a quick way to do ribs. My first time actually doing ribs like this, which is not bad. A little bit over 2 hours to get them done versus that almost 6 hour cook smoke that I normally do. So this might be something I do here again in the future for when we have parties here. And I think this is a really good treat. Tastes absolutely fantastic for everybody. So hopefully you learned something from today's cook. I know I did. These things are actually really good. Looking forward to having some dinner here. So in the future, we'll do these with spare ribs. These are baby backs, as you can see the curve, but we'll do them with spare ribs as well and see which one we like better. Anyway, stay tuned for our next video here in the future. I'm gonna do it brisket versus pork butt, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, to everybody out there, to all our friends and family, we love y'all, and we'll see you soon. Peace.